For the first time in I'll say for the first time this year, it's June 1st. I made money besides like playing poker or like sports or something. As far as working, like paycheck work type shit. For the first time, I finally worked and didn't question when I got off what I was doing. I actually didn't want the night to end. That's when you found something that you enjoy, that you fucks with heavy. And I didn't really serve or wait tables. I was a banquet server for the first time. And let me say this, banquet server is competitive with waiting tables because I can remember waiting tables and, you know, being involved in a moment where a bitch ordered a Caesar salad but didn't have enough coof to know that Caesar salads come with Caesar salad dressing. Yet sent me to the back for some ranch and back and forth for hot sauce for other numerous bullshit that they ordered. But today, I got to hang around with some class. And it brought me full circle. I know why my attitude is the way it is. It's because early on in life, after I made my mistakes, you know, went overseas, I learned that poverty don't equal that you don't have class. I learned class from poverty-stricken folk. Came home, Wendy's turned me down. But then I ended up in a situation where I had to put on a smile and charm people for the bucks as a waiter. And that whole season, let's call it a 2 to 4 year season, minimum at least. That's how I thought I had to conduct myself. But outside of being involved in observation of other societies with my culture shock or serving and waiting people, that ain't how people normally got down. But yet I still kept that up as a personal way to conduct myself. I got to see it on display again today. Not myself necessarily, but I got to be normal as I observe people with class. How I get down, how I move was regular. I didn't have to do nothing out of my way. How it was received was regular. I wasn't being extra or not doing enough. And the people that I was around today, maybe $1 billion. I don't know if I estimate. I don't got them having no billion together, but at least half. I hope. I got to see a guy give his wife an awesome birthday present, a nice party, done well. I mean, at this point, standards are right back where they were supposed to be. It's gonna take a lot to pull me down. God works in the greatest ways. I'm staring at the stars right now. I mean, I got the camera pointed at them. But that's not even the point. What I want to reiterate is that I know what my problem has been is that I'm a classy kind of guy, to be all honest. I'm a conservative, classy motherfucker. And this world is not conservative by no means. We trying to hold on to it, but it's not conservative anymore. And it damn sure ain't classy. But as insignificant as I might have been to the crowd of people, where I appreciate being invisible, you know. But as the fly on the wall, man, it felt good to be around people that are cultured, classy, dignified. I can't speak and vouch for their integrity, but I will reiterate class, and that has been my issue. The funky motherfuckers I bump into that piss me off, make me come out of my character, make me point, fictitious guns at police because I'm angry, make me cuss out every other motherfucker that I see because they don't got their turn signal on, or they bumping that bullshit, hate music. Man, fuck all that. What a relief to finally come home and be around class. So therefore, I figured out what my niche is. I mean, I could wake up every single day and do what I just did. I kind of thought about the money once or twice in terms of like, some conversations I had, but I still made I made the minimum what I think somebody need to live to survive, day to day. No tips either. But I didn't even want the day to end, but it had to end. I want to give props to the gentleman that threw his wife a party today that indirectly included myself because I got to get centered again. Like I said, and be around my feng shui, which is class. I like classiness. So now I know what to aim for. As I travel around and I do these odd jobs to pay for my travels and whatnot and also seek where my niche is, I found my niche. This is the first time all year long, and I mean, don't forget that this year I also drove people around and delivered them things. I started the year off on that type of time, prospecting, projecting numbers and figures and goals, utilizing my previous industry. And as it stands, I literally found my niche, and I don't give a fuck where I'm at. There is a group that I fit into. See, a lot of people I don't think can hang around class. It ain't for them. They it it ain't that they're adverse to it. It's just they don't know the line of distinguishment. Let's make up that word. They're not as witty. They're not as astute to catch on to things necessarily. Maybe they don't even give a fuck. Maybe what they've been taught to value and associate value with just don't catch their attention the same way as when they catch class and good taste. It just so happened that the things that I end up liking and enjoying in life, honest to God, cost a fucking arm and a leg, are typically inaccessible to the average motherfucking layman, and are typically inaccessible in general to most people. But only a few people, like myself, hang on to their taste and go get what the fuck they want. Now, this morning was a different feel than what it is this evening. I want to praise God for his timeliness. I want to praise God for the group of people that he put me around. I want to praise God for providing me my higher class of taste. I mean, what if my barometer was such as that a nice wardrobe and people acknowledging me for it was all I needed to satisfy me? I'm glad my standards are high. I'm glad I'm frustrated that I'm not where I should be, where I want to be. And I'm glad it's difficult to get there. And I pray to God that when I hit those moments in the future, when when it's time for me to see if I made it to those particular timestamps in regards to some of the conversations I've had today. You know, like an example, I asked the guy, "What's it like to get older?" He said, "It's good." Now that's just yesterday, actually, but it translates. I said, "What's it like to get older?" You know, I'm starting to, you know, 33. You know, oh, you young, all that shit. I hear that 1,000 times, but that shit only lasts for so long. When I was 25, I was told, you know, you still young, but you ain't got time to waste, type shit. Um, but what's it like to get older? And he wasn't playing. He said it's fun, it's cool, it's Gucci. And you gotta have some bread and shit like that, but it gets better. I don't think I really ever heard it that way. I always thought it was cool, you know, to kind of have your mindset squared away and then be able to afford to have a good time. But I always thought that it was like a pain in the ass to be old and can't jump off of buildings and roofs and ride bicycles and shit no more. So you gotta do that shit now. But there's other aspects, man. People are talking about parts on boats and types of fish and trips and different things. And I mean, if you think about it, it has to be a relief to not have to do the hard work, yet be in good health, to experience and enjoy and look back. Take away all the companionship shit, but just on the individual basis, you know, to be wise, to ration well, to be the author of your experiences, you know, along with the co-author, let's say, because there's only one God. Man, and then to end up there with other uh, con- contemporaries, colleague, with your contemporaries in a good position to also enjoy the fruits of what you've endeavored all your life, man. And especially if you had the right state of mind the whole time and chased the right goals, man, to be at that stage has to be a home run. When you're 65, there was no greater measure stick, which is what I aim for. You know, I plan on, you know, my thing has always been long term. So I think, truth be told, I'm in a good spot. Um, but there's no greater barometer of success than once you actually hit 60, 65. And you can clearly tell who has been responsible with their health, their financial health, their experiences. I mean, that's why you catch all the old heads driving their Ferraris at 65, um, and things and whatnot, versus the homeless guy at 65. And at that point, you're not. You're, to me, I think you'd be wise enough to know that you don't have to brag or that it's not a boastful scenario, but you can grade yourself and give yourself job well done, or you know, you know, uh, a hindsighted observation and grade yourself. You know, coulda, woulda, shouldas. But then at that point, which is why I hesitate, is because I would think that if you're intelligent, then and wise at that age, your ability to ration and put things in perspective supersedes whatever opinion you may have came up with. You'll just ration it away, but still, class. You can't buy class. That shit is born with you. Your taste is your taste. El Chapo, as far as the movie goes, okay? El Chapo is a good example. Ended up a boss because his taste led him at an early age, him and Pablo, to want more than to be. When I asked a little young buck in Nicaragua, what you want to be when you grow up? He said a bus driver. That man wanted to be a little kid, want to be a bus driver. You know what? He fuck around, might be a bus driver. Good for him. But Chapo, he liked the car that the boss was driving, so he asked to wash that bitch. He took it for a spin, regardless of what would happen next. When he showed back up, he told the boss, I want to work with you, work for you. Eventually, he became a boss of his own. Inside one of the musics, I might get this wrong a bit, but in that music, and this is where I relate to Chapo and that song and that other boss. There was a song when Chapo was a kid that he watched the boss listen to. And I might munch it up a bit, but basically, it said, with or without money, you're a king. It doesn't fucking matter. And that's a song that Chapo in this series reflected on when he was almost about to lose his will in solitary confinement. When he got that bitch back, he started hustling, and broke the fuck out of prison. That's why he's one of my heroes on the earth. I don't know the guy personally, but his story is inspirational. He ended up one of the top drug dealers in fucking Mexico, man. But the moral of the story is, Kareem has found what he's been missing. It's been his inability to be around motherfuckers with class. I like classy shit. I like things that take a while to cultivate. I appreciate good, rich, whatever the fuck. And what has happened was, I've been around floozy bullshit, temporary bullshit, short-term bullshit, people with short-sighted mind states, people who can't really pick up on the rich notes permeating their palate. When they do have a good shot of wine, they won't even fucking know the difference. Man, I like good people. I like festive moments. I ain't been around it. I've been driving in the hood for so long. I've been yearning. There's been a void that's been missing. But I know what it is now. And I ain't got to compromise no more. Now, that was a temporary situation for today. Cool beans. But a good way to start off the second half of the year. Now I know exactly what I'm chasing and what I want. It's to be around heavenly. My nigga Diddy said it in a prelude to one of them Rick Ross songs. You wanna fuck around and hang around with roaches? Or you wanna hang around God? Shit like that. Yeah, whatever, dog. I'm out. Peace. Allahu Akbar, that means God is great. And shout out to them classy motherfucking individuals. And shout out to you, shorty, with the musician shit going on. You, my old head, with the other musician going on. My bartenders, motherfucking servers. I hope none of y'all hear this fucking video. But I don't really care if you do. Kareem, baby, Kareem. I'm I'm allowed to move different. Because it does exist. Granted, it's on the way out. But there's still a few 40-year-old motherfuckers that knows what class looks like. And those are my folk. You know, I'm American. Or I'm born in America. I'm indoctrinated, brainwashed, however you look at it, in America. And with that comes a certain level of class, dignity, you know, a certain makeup. And it just so happened, the motherfuckers that started this, how can I put it? It just so happened that the shit that I like and am instituted with ain't this new shit. And it just is what it is. So, you know, me and the last few of these other breeds, we the Mohicans that I don't want to sound. I feel like I'm trying to sound cool or something, but when I like stuff, it's rare. It's not prevalent. It's not something that you can just grab off a shelf. It's not something that you see coming down the street so easily. It's inaccessible. They don't speak. You don't understand it. You don't comprehend it. There's somebody right now I'm thinking about. He's black actually, and he's a piano player, and you would never know. You know, I met him in my old profession, but he is the same exact individual that can walk into any fucking building and have the right amount of class for it. I mean, shout out to the motherfuckers that like class, not for the sake of somebody else recognizing it, but just for the fact that they can't apologize for what they like. And that's me. I like things better. I like the best things, and it's not because I'm trying to be like anyone in particular, because had I been trying to be like anyone in particular, I would have already known what was missing. Class. Alright? So, due to my newfound discovery, I want to say I actually love myself. I'm excited. Oh, there goes a star for you. Let's see what that is. And I hope and pray that shit, you and I can find a way to get along, because end of the day, I don't too much need I don't too much need what I don't want. You cannot buy class. It's innate. It's just it's what you about. And I've been trying to force ordinary on myself for too long. And I don't look right in it. That's why people fucks with me a long way, a long time, because I've been carrying myself with nice class and dignity. And then when I go try to assimilate with them, when they try to assimilate with me and trying to figure out what I'm up to, I'm a classy type of nigga. Nice and conservative and classy. And I'm trying to assimilate and be regular. And it don't work. So I'm happy I found my motherfucking lane. And I'm glad that my lane puts me above. Now the next thing is how the fuck do I afford all these things that I personally enjoy? Cost arms and legs. Peace.